All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our How to Train Your Dragon world. Last episode we got several enchants, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah. So we're cooking with peanut oil now, or something. I don't know. Let me go ahead and transfer all this to. Okay, so actually, I want to probably hold on to that. So I'm probably going to start out by organizing these chests because this is getting on my nerves. And then we'll hopefully put in some work around here because I'm wanting like the chest to alternate and then these be like, I don't know, some type of storage room. I think I like that enough. I I don't know because I really want to keep it very similar to this, but I feel like we can do so much better. It's just I don't know how yet. Um, so let me go ahead and put this stuff in here. Okay, there we go. I needed to make this into quartz blocks such a long time ago, but I didn't. And then, oh, there's more quartz. Yep, there we go. Actually, that should be up here, right? Yeah, that's where it is. Okay, so let me go ahead. I think I want to organize netherrack up top. I'm going to have to apologize though, because whenever I got home from work, I'm like, okay, I have nothing to do today. I'll upload a lot of shorts. So that was not shorts, a lot of videos. Like I was playing it completely divulge, but then I started hanging out with the housemates. So yeah, a lot didn't lose track of time, but it went longer than I thought. So, but tomorrow is Friday. So depending on what everyone else is doing, I most likely will be recording several videos unless something crazy happens, which could happen. I don't necessarily foresee it happening, but it could. Um, but I do plan on putting in some work this weekend. So be looking forward to that. I know that was quite the lengthy explanation. Just trying to think of things to talk about while I'm organizing, because I know organizing is not a fan favorite. Actually, kind of is. I had a video that popped off that was just me uh, organizing. You know what? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I definitely want all the eggs down here at the bottom. And then why don't I go ahead and take all of this stuff and make it into blocks? Don't know why I haven't. I need to cook that up, so I'm gonna take all that. Why is gunpowder in there? That's silly. Um, so let me run out here. There we go. I'm not gonna worry about, yeah, the diamonds because I feel like we go through those more than most. So coal blocks. blocks of copper. Then iron blocks, gold blocks, blocks of lapis. Sweet. So now that that's all condensed down, we can put these in here. And then put gold over here. Do that. I could have swore I had more name tags than that. Maybe I do somewhere. Why did I not transfer redstone? There we go. So let me put redstone down here. Then I will put coal adjacent from that. I think that's the right term. Lapis can go here. I can go there. I can go there. Got 2 more of those. Perfect. Okay. This is going a lot faster than I thought, so there's good things happening. Don't ask me why I'm organizing like this, for I do not know. Okay, so I do know I want my plants near the bottom. I'll just gently move things around. The dragon scales might move up here. I'm not entirely sure yet. I do see them or foresee them being more of a drop than a valuable, I guess. So that's why they're in this chest right now. I need to start a farm, honestly. Just, again, I don't want to get too carried away. But we are running low on food, which is kind of concerning. By kind of concerning, I mean very concerning. Okay, so we got that. Tree, tree, tree. So many uh, farming drops things. I don't know what I would call it. Plants? There. Farming drop things. The new terminology for plants. So I do want to keep these kind of relatively in the same area. Mutton can go there. Ledger or Ominous Banner. Forgot it changed its name. Nautilus Shell. Pufferfish. Gunpowder we're actually doing really good on. Fire Charge can go down there. That can go there. I'm okay with that. Raw Biff. And sugar can go there. I know that's not the prettiest, but it is what we got. So that's still cooking. So I'm going to go down here and harvest these trees. And I got to figure out what I want to do. I love these big trees. There's not really any deviance from them. Like, you know, a big oak tree. How that always has that one piece of wood still stuck in it. There we go. I don't know if I will or will not. I was debating on doing a stream tonight. So this might be a very short video. Then I stream for a little bit. Ow. Guys are popping off at each other. Okay with that. See, I'm very torn about that tree. I feel like it's out of place, but I do like how it looks. And since I haven't built over there yet, I haven't destroyed it. Scary noise. Anyways, yeah, let's take a sleep before a creeper ruins the day. Then I need food. Do I have food somewhere in here? Ooh. I have melons. Should I take the cooked salmon? Man did not like that spider. Good going, man. Jeez, make my job easy. I think I swallowed my spit wrong. Something. I got a tickle. Ugh. I think since I need food. And a halfway decent bow. I am going to, actually I do have water. Gotta go fishing. I know it's not a fun task, so I apologize. Sorry. Trying to get that tickle gone. So I think I'm gonna fish for a little bit, and then I might hop over and do a stream. I haven't decided fully if I am or am not yet. First catch is salmon. And while we are fishing, we will have some fishing thoughts or quotes or statements. And I know doesn't really fit with the theme of How to Train Your Dragon or anything. But I will say something that does need to be spoken out about a lot more now than it has been. Well, it's been needed for a while. It's just becoming more rampant. But uh, I don't know where you guys are from, but it personally does not matter to me. I know here in America we have a lot of political division and like people against people and everything. When in reality we both semi sort of want the same things, but we're always at or like right versus left. Um, it's always against each other whenever that's exactly what the system wants us to be. And I feel like that's not the way it should be because the system is corrupt. We do know this. No one can tell me, oh, we can trust the government because we can't. No one can. That's why in England you have, the government took away people's uh, firearms. Now people can get arrested for opposing the government's view. That is a tyrannical government. And I'm not saying it's everywhere in England or anything, but I'm saying it does happen. So I don't want that to be America because it shouldn't be. Everyone should have freedom of voice, freedom of opinions, but we also need to kind of take a step back and not hate on each other's neighbors, regardless of political affiliation or how they look or smell or sound or act. And we need to realize that, hey, we're dividing ourselves because that's exactly what the system wants us to do. Because as soon as we're going against each other, the system just sits back and is like, all right, they'll take care of themselves. They'll not realize that we're doing this, that, and the other thing. Because whenever people in Congress, both right and left, are working on like I forget how much their salary is, but they go in and they come out millionaires. That should not be a political system that we have. Like they are manipulating stuff so they get benefited monetarily, whether it's contracts or investments or whatever they do. It's like that is shouldn't be allowed, shouldn't be acceptable, and that's what we all need to kind of realize. Hey, they're actually not doing what they said with our money. They're doing this, which comes back to this, which is investments into this, which is making them this. I feel like that stuff needs to be drawn out and made public. And then people would realize, maybe the problem isn't necessarily my neighbor that has a different viewpoint than me. Maybe it's, the people getting the money. Anyway, that's a long political rant. And I bring this up because today at work, uh, the guy that's training me has one political view, and then our painter has, or I guess another employee, he has another or a difference of political view. And we were kind of debating different things back and forth. I was kind of in the conversation as well. And while we both had a different viewpoint of how things should be, it was like we both kind of really wanted the same thing, just in a different manner and a different approach to them. And by the end of it, it was like agreeing that the government is in control of way too much. And I know this is, a very long rant and not on par, but or on par to this, but in reality, yeah, they have vastly different viewpoints, but they had a very nice civil conversation, or I guess we all did because I was in on it a little bit too. Um, but by the end of it, it was literally just talking about how the system was making things the way they were in order to adhere to the division or manipulate the division. So it's like this. I forgot to do that. So it's really crazy how we both have different viewpoints and can be, I will say, mostly online. People are a lot bigger and scarier or seem like it because they don't have to put a face or say it to someone's face. But it's like we all want the same things essentially, but like there's we shouldn't be divided between our neighbors. We should be. I'm not saying we should all be unified and create the biggest land force. We should all have difference of opinion. Like if we all like cheeseburgers, like we would be out of cheeseburgers. Variety is good, but I know I'm going off on a tangent. I'm sorry, but we shouldn't be at each other's throats saying, "Hey, no, you're wrong." Because a lot of the time, essentially, one thing could be brought up, and one thinks of it as a good thing going this way, whereas the other person sees it as a bad thing going the opposite way. And it's like both are correct viewpoints to see, but it's only a matter of time to see which one is actually correct. Yeah, I know that's a bit. I'm trying not to say like too much one side versus the other, because I mean I do have my own opinions, and every once in a while I'll voice mine. Um, but my opinion is, government controls too much. I don't like it. So I'm hoping sometime in the near future the government, backs off and doesn't have to deal with. We don't have to deal with our money being used for their pocketbooks. I don't think that's right. Anyways, we will go ahead and turn the page on subjects. Um, Man, I've caught nothing. Kind of hoping we catch something good. Um, I ain't even getting very many levels. I know it's a slow rod, but let's see. I need to start like a podcast or something. I won't, but be kind of I because whenever it comes down to it, I can say like some really like mindful things. Um, Especially with my girlfriend, because I'm able to openly talk to her and not have to worry about feelings or anything. Like because we don't, neither of us instantly go into our feels. We actually sit down and talk and have a civil conversation without immediately going on defense or going on attack or anything. So that is something I'm very grateful for in my girlfriend. Open conversations, communication is key. Okay, I don't like that guy. So if you're in a relationship and you can't talk to them about your needs, but it's always your fault or something, it's not worth it. Just leave it. And like you should not be put down for your beliefs or your opinions when they have to voice theirs all the time, type of thing. Because that was very much like my previous relationship. Was always she was right, I was wrong. And I will say I was a knucklehead at times, and I made some stupid decisions. I will say that. Nothing, majorly stupid, like cheating or anything. I didn't do anything like that. But, like, I definitely held on for too long to something that wasn't there. And I was young and dumb, and I've grown since then. But, yeah, whenever I can't do what I wanted or voice my opinion the way I wanted, but she was okay to do so, and her friends were. And the reason why I couldn't voice my opinion is because it would uh, shatter her friends' opinion, and she thought it would be awkward for her friends. It's like, okay, at some point you gotta say, okay, whatever. He's his own human being. Like if they wanted to come at me and have a simple civil conversation, I'd be okay with that. I'm okay with expressing my opinions, listening to other opinions. But like whenever one side forces theirs and the other side can't say anything about it, it's kind of not good. Anyways, big tangents going off of. Okay. Like I said, I know isn't the funnest thing. I'm surprised we haven't gotten anything enchanted. Like not even one bow or one rod. Like I'd be okay with the fishing rod because this is too slow. Ah, crap. I was not thinking. I just pressed a random button. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. I was excited there for a second. Hmm. Trying to think of any other talking subjects that I got. At least right off at bat. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, I know for me, like, I need I have a drive to be successful in life, and I know it's probably because I'm young and ambitious, and a lot of people have it. It's just I'm doing everything I can, and I don't necessarily know which way I want to go or divulge into, and I feel like I'm already too far behind whenever I'm literally just turned 21. Fire protection 3. That is kind of but it's like I also feel like I have like a higher purpose, like a reason. It is just I don't necessarily know what said reason is now. Whether it's to like save the drastic loss of character in cars, because that's one thing I've really liked. Like I love older cars just because every single line and design of each older car is like it was handcrafted, it was handmade. There was passion put into it. Now it's everything's just cut and dry, you know, manufactured. Everything looks the same anymore. And I personally do not like that, especially whenever it's my passion, what I'm literally working for. But maybe it's like, you know, my calling to save what cars looked like back in the day and the character behind them, bringing them back to life one by one. Or maybe it is, you know, actually start a family and have, you know, be a good role model and whatnot. Or maybe it's, you know, God has a higher purpose for me, like spreading His word, which I'm hoping to do whenever this platform kind of grows. And I know I haven't done it too much yet because, you know, it's kind of one of those awkward concepts or conversations to have, even though it shouldn't be. Because if you guys didn't know, I am a believer in Christ. Uh, Again, I'm not forcing my opinion upon you. Um, you guys are free to believe whatever you want to believe, but the facts are there for me, and I fully believe it 100%. Will we still have questions about it? Will I still have questions how things worked out? Absolutely. That's part of the faith. But like you can't tell me that nothing was nothing for so long that it became everything. Like no matter how much I would or how long I would hold my hand out in front of me with zero like room for dust or anything, if there was nothing in the palm of my hand for an extended period of time, it cannot explode into everything. I'm sorry, it's just not physically possible. Science cannot prove that. And on top of that, if that did happen, which is like you're more lucky to, or it is more probable to win the lottery, like what, 3 times in a row, if not more, for that to happen, then you have to have a male and a female of each individual animal and critter. Pretty much everything that exists needed a male and female counterpart to evolve at the same exact time, at the same exact place. It's just the odds are way too far out of existence to comprehend or for it to even be possible, I guess I should say. Because it just, no. I'm sorry. It is impossible for a male and female of everything to spawn at the exact same location at the exact same time in order for the food chain to work 100%. It's just physically impossible. And again, I'm not forcing my opinions onto you. I'm just stating what I know and that we are imperfect people and that Jesus Christ did die for us because we have a price that needed to be paid. And yeah, we cannot pay it ourselves because, I mean, you and I are both sinners, whether we want to admit it or not. But yeah, I won't go necessarily too far into it yet, but I'm hoping I can spread the word of God through my platform at some point. I'm hoping my platform can at least reach out to one person that needed to hear that. Um, I know I said it kind of mediocrely, and I'm not I'm not going to deal with that. But yeah. So again, never give up. Keep fighting for your dreams. We all have the purpose. So never think you're not something. And make sure you treat everyone with respect, regardless of how they view things and what their ambitious goals are. Like now, if they're a murderer or whatever, then just like okay, but or if they're like a threat to you or your family, or yeah, those are a little bit different cases. But most of the time, it's just he said, she said, uh, yeah. Anyways, I think you guys get the gist of it. I know it was a lot of mumbling and lots of opinions, but I do think I am gonna go ahead and finish this one up here. I know we didn't really do much, but it's fishing, and we didn't even catch anything but one fire protection 3 book. So not the best fishing adventure, but we got some good conversations out. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Man, a lot of trees grew. Then we will see you in the next video. Peace out, everyone.